So I know a lot of these passport bros and especially black men are in my comments asking me why I'm talking about this. It's not my fight. And before anything, I'm a woman, so I'm always going to stand up for women regardless of race. And one thing that really bothers me about this is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either. I'm from a town that really doesn't have that many Asian women, especially Asian women who look like me. Like I said, you guys, I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I'm a thick woman. I weigh about 165 pounds. I'm 5'5", so honestly, the brothers like to holler, and they still do. Regardless of what some men in the comments are trying to say that black men aren't checking for Asian women. Yeah, right. Check my DMs. But anyway, pretty much every time I met a black man, he thought it would be a flex to say something like, yeah, I like my women foreign. I like my women exotic. And I don't know why they decided to say that to me, if they thought it would make me feel good or something. But for me, it's always a red flag. And so I would dig in a little bit further and say, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because I'm a white girl on the inside. My family is white. I grew up in a white community in a small town in the Midwest. So I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. So anyway, whenever these guys would say this, I'd be like, well, you're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But it really bothered me when these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women regardless if they were black or not. And their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after I already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to the same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women because you have a preference. And honestly, like, I've dated pretty much every race, every ethnicity. I'm Ms. Worldwide when it comes to dating. Only common denominator is black hair and dark eyes usually. But I've never heard any group of men put down their own women more than I've heard black men do it in pursuit of other women. And I just find it really disheartening. And I understand why this divide is getting bigger, but I don't want to be a part of it. So I hate it. And
number one, even though you're foreign, you're not qualified to talk on the topic of the passport bros or anything like that because, well, you're really not foreign, really. Because of how you were raised, you look at my community the same exact way, most likely, as people in the deep, deep South from Alabama and Mississippi looks at my community. You are not an accurate representation of what you look like physically. And I do agree. I believe that we are really who we are based on culture, not based on the outside. So when she says that she really is oh my goodness, look at this, a Becky. I believe that you're a Becky because it's all mental. And there's really no such thing as like the whole race thing and everything. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. We relate with people more culturally than anything. And although she is correct about how my community of men looks at my community of women, it's not really a healthy way of how we interpret or how we perceive our community and things like that. She's not qualified to talk on a particular topic because she's really not what the passport bros are looking for. See, the passport bros, we're not leaving our community of women. I'm going to explain it to her if she ever comes across this video. We're not leaving our community of women because of what they look like. We're leaving our community of women and going overseas. Not me per se, but the passport bros are going overseas because of the women's mindset over there. The women's mindset. That's what we want. We want a submissive, kind, loving, caring, nurturing, submissive woman. And of course, we're going to first look to see that within our own community, which is very rare. So the majority of women in our community are modern day women, and they let the Pookies and the Ray Rays hit. Why would we continue to go do the same thing over and over again and shortchange ourselves? It's not bashing. It's literally common sense. 1 + 1 = 2. Especially because the value of our dollar is stronger than most of the countries around the world, with the exception of maybe like the UK and different things. Of course, the women are going to value us and they're going to see us as rich. Women are naturally hypergamous anyway. Why wouldn't men do that? Why wouldn't the passport bros go overseas? If I wasn't married, I likely would go overseas, meet a woman, and marry the woman that loves me and I love her back. And people like her don't believe that a woman like that over there will even love us, but she's not even foreign. She's not even foreign. So she don't know.